Tomorrow, the Australian Open gives us a match that feels less like a semifinal and more like a final. Novak Djokovic versus Jannik Sinner. Experience versus momentum. History versus the present. And once again, Melbourne becomes the center of the tennis world. Novak Djokovic is back where he has ruled for nearly 2 decades. 10 Australian Open titles, more wins here than anywhere else. And at 38 years old, he's still standing in the semifinals, chasing a record-extending 25th Grand Slam title. But this run hasn't been easy.
Even if you're the biggest Novak fan in the world, you don't feel great about Musetti being hurt. I mean, you saw Novak, he's like, he didn't even want to talk. What do you think? He's like, I don't even want to talk. I just feel bad. I don't know, man.
He actually said, I don't know what to say, except I feel really sorry for him. He was the far better player.
Yep.
I was on my way home tonight.
That's it. Novak's played 2 sets where he got outplayed by his own admission in the last week. You know, going into Sinner, I don't know that that's a great thing. He's gotten a lot less time on court, but the time he has spent on court, you know, he got knocked around a little bit by Musetti. So I don't know what that does for him. Or is it just like, I don't know, I'm here. If anyone can reset and just be like, well, we're here now. Jannik did it last year at Wimbledon, you know, with Dimitrov, and that takes a certain skill set mentally too. So Novak, listen, I'm sure he's happy that he's still on the run for 25, but probably doesn't feel great about it.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, and I don't know, like, people are like, oh, he's lucky. I'm like, I don't know. This 20 years later, you get some breaks in a major. Like, I don't. Yeah, it's not as if he hasn't proven that he can win these things when he's not getting. I don't know that this does anything going into the Sinner match besides Novak just having a fresh body. You know, if he's down 2 sets and has to come back against Musetti, then we're probably talking about, can his body hold up after a 5-setter against Sinner? Maybe the only way that he beats Sinner is with Musetti getting hurt in the third. I don't know. I mean, we're getting a Novak Sinner matchup, which is like, it's all you want as a tennis fan. It's just, you feel bad for the guy who is, and it's also, you feel worse when the person's playing. Like the Dimitrov one hit harder last year at Wimbledon because he'd earned the right to try to close that match out and get a win. Same with Musetti in this one. So it just doesn't feel great.
For the first time this tournament, questions appeared. Is the body holding up? Is the level still there over 5 brutal sets? And now comes the man who has caused Djokovic more problems than anyone recently, Jannik Sinner. Sinner arrives as the 2-time defending Australian Open champion, playing with calm, precision, and confidence that only champions carry. He moved through his quarterfinal in straight sets, barely breaking a sweat, and once again looks perfectly suited to these Melbourne courts. His ball striking is clean, his movement is sharp, and mentally he looks unshakable.
Oh man, it's just kind of wild the last 5 or 6 days for Novak, and walkover in the round before, then down 2 sets to love, and oh, by the way, now you're in the semi-playing Sinner. So you've got to figure he's going to get to work on being able to control the baseline points more. That's what we're used to seeing from Novak, and when you see someone like Musetti able to really do that, I think if you're Novak, you've got to start getting back out there and trying to do what you do best. Obviously, he's a little bit older. Interesting that he won't be going into this semifinal match. I can't imagine his confidence is sky high, even though he's in a semi again, and that was probably the goal, give myself a chance to play Sinner or Alcaraz in that round. He's got to muster up some belief and get back to playing his style of tennis if he can.
The good news is this directly is what he wanted, talking about last year. Every time I got to the semis, my tank was low. This is as full a tank as you can possibly get going into the semis. So that's one in the green check column. The rough part is the first 2 sets of this match, Djokovic, just tennis-wise, he wasn't there. He said he just wasn't feeling the ball at all, and that's not a great feeling in the previous match going in playing Jannik Sinner. He's got to not just execute at a high level, he has got to play one of his best matches that he's played in the last 18 months to, I think, play even with Jannik Sinner, and then what happens in the big points happens in the big points. I just want to see him lean a little bit more on the aggressive side. He was doing it great in the first few rounds here, but he's going to have to do that even more. If they both play from a defensive-minded posture, Jannik's defense is more offensive than Novak's defense at this juncture. So I want to see guns blazing.
Yeah, Djokovic has lost 5 in a row to Sinner.
Last time they met at the Australian Open in the 2024 semifinals, it was Sinner who stopped Djokovic's reign in Melbourne. Since then, Sinner has consistently shown that he's not intimidated by Novak's aura, not afraid of the moment, and not overwhelmed by the pressure. That's rare. Still, writing off Djokovic at the Australian Open has always been a mistake. This is the tournament where he finds something extra. His return game, his defensive skills, his ability to absorb pressure and flip matches in minutes, all of it comes alive here. If Djokovic can extend rallies, attack Sinner's forehand patterns, and drag this match into physical and mental warfare, the balance could shift quickly. For Sinner, the key is simple but brutal. Play clean, play aggressive, and don't let Djokovic take control of the tempo. Early dominance, strong serving, and fearless shot making are essential. If Sinner hesitates, Novak will punish it. This match isn't just about a place in the final. It's about a possible passing of the torch. Can Sinner fully establish himself as the king of Melbourne? Or will Djokovic remind everyone that this court still belongs to him? After the game with Musetti, Novak Djokovic went to his press conference, and there he was asked one really stupid question. And this is how Andy Roddick reacted when he saw this.
The early part of your career when you were chasing Roger and Rafa for titles, and now at the back end of your career, you're chasing Yannick and Carlos. Is it
I'm
possible,
chasing Yannick and Carlos? In which sense?
in terms of winning Grand Slam titles just right now?
So I'm always the chaser and I'm never being chased.
In the meantime, you won 24 Grand Slams. But I'm saying
Thanks. It's worth saying that sometimes, right?
Sorry, I should have.
Yeah. No worries. No worries.
I mean, he's right. I mean, his point.
In the meantime, you won 24 Grand Slams.
Yeah, in the meantime, by the way.
Meantime, shout out to whatever that reporter was. I understand what you were trying to say.
I don't.
No, I understand it. I don't know if it was said
I don't.
well, but
I don't think the part of like, I don't think Novak would argue with, oh, I'm chasing these two right now.
Yeah.
I think his point was, okay, so if I was chasing these guys and now I'm chasing them, did you skip over the decade where I was the only guy being chased? Like,
what a goat.
Yeah.
What sucks is that like someone's gonna play that and be like, oh, Novak was shitty with the reporter, and I'm going, no, that's a shitty question. There's no time limit on asking a fucking question.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So when you go, hey, at the beginning of your career, you were chasing these guys and then you dominated. And now, similar to 18 years ago, you're chasing two guys again. What's the connective tissue? Are there any similarity or does like a decade of ownership change the feeling? Are there any similarities between when you're chasing 20 years ago, which he was, and chasing now? Don't leave out fucking 2 decades. Like that's the thing on Novak. But he's right to get shitty about it.
So
If you won 24 Grand Slams, I'd hope you'd want the respect.
He goes, wait, was I ever chased? Oh, you won 24 slams in the meantime. Oh, minor detail.
Yeah.
just those little things.
I mean, I'm sorry. That's as calm. Like someone's gonna say like he was salty. That's not salty. That's the least salty he could have been. Imagine having all day to think about one question you're gonna ask in a press conference. It's not as if you're watching a match to ask a question about a match.
Mm-hmm.
All day leads to this moment, this one moment where you ask Novak this one thing, and you skip it all. Novak's delivery was perfect?
Oh, Novak's delivery was perfect.
Oh, I thought because I was like that. Like
It's not the question.
No, always the athlete's perfect.
do you
The athlete's the perfect delivery.
Yeah, we're like anti-media.
The customer's always right.
Yeah, the customer's always right.
Kick it out of the player side.
I'm going to fight till the last shot, till the last point, and do my very best to challenge them.